It's easier to solve a problem by finding out simply enough to play defensive strat that negates their height advantage if your team's coordinated enough to stand to cover. Absolutely, Gemma. And I would love to go over more of HBG, but you know, sometimes my commentary when I'm doing my normal streams is just me blowing up mechs, kind of chilling, hanging out, answering your questions. Whenever I get into casting, my energy peaks up just a bit more as we want to see. Like, I literally just get to spectate. I literally just get to have fun and watch these fights. And I've done this plenty of times before. To answer your real Barbit, whether it be for Counter-Strike or other games like Valorant and stuff like that, I enjoy casting to a great deal. Oh wait, this is the new map. Oh snap, look at that. I just realized that. Hey, where's the dish? Yeah, I was gonna say. Wow, so we are actually playing on the new map. I wasn't expecting that. I thought for sure it was gonna be old map. All right, here we go. Well, this is gonna be very exciting for y'all. We're gonna go over everything as much as we can. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I've done casting plenty of times before. I've done it for Mechwarrior Online since ISC of last year. Just casually, mostly with the lower divisions because there's people who seem to enjoy it quite a bit. I am somewhat working with MW leagues. We're kind of getting that all figured out still. But more importantly, I'm just a big promoter of the community, trying to support as much as I can. Moving on, so let's look at Storm's Lost Legion. We got ourselves a Jenner, Firestarter, Vulcan, Assassin, Stalker, Linebacker, Mad Cat, Death Strike. Seen some great tonnage coming out, great mechs. Highlander, what? That's great. Highlander 4 ER PPC, love to see. Oh, we got to hold. Okay, yeah, we got to hold. Well, I mean, the cap has already started. So yeah, we're now, okay, it looks like we are going to allow the hold. Only you can make the tribe stronger. Thanks for the sub, appreciate it.
Sup, bud.
Sup, bud? Thank you for the sub. Thank you very much for joining the community as usual. Appreciate it. How do you guys make sure to full cap? Okay, so yeah, we have a hold because we have a crash. Popper, animals, hey. Hey. Oh my god, my dog is freaking out. He's feeling the crash right now. Anyway, so what we have before us, we should go over the mechs as well, is that we have the new map. We have a hold going up because we had a crash. We have to see the reconnect. They'll announce the time that we're actually going to be launching this, so we're going to have to wait and see when it's going to be. But we'll go over the mechs. We got PPCs coming out from a lot of these mechs for you. PPCs, 2 Gauss Rifles, Stalker with the 6 ER large laser. I actually really like that build. I have that same build. Assassin, probably you doing a little dance. Oh my goodness, Freyo, you got some moves. Running the 3 SRM6s. We got the hit and run linebacker coming out by Fritz Zor. We also got a Vulcan bringing the 5 medium pulses. We're hearing about your friend Rogue yell stop in the background because she's trying to make sure that the pup stops cheering around like a madman. But, you know, sometimes it's a part of life. You know, working from remote. Some of you guys can relate out there. Working remote, sometimes it happens. So we got a Firestarter coming from Bellerin, 8 medium pulse. We got the 4 ER PPCs coming from Marauder. So we have itself Firestarter, Locust, Annihilator, Marauder, Warhammer, Wolfhound 2, Mad Cat, and a Vulcan. So we're seeing a lot of similar builds. Marauder coming back out from Zul. Drunk is best. Oh, this is getting a little bit on the time, but we'll have to figure it out. Niter 5 ER large lasers. We got 2 ER PPCs, 2 light Gauss coming to Warhammer. Love that build. I want to try it. We're running the 2 regular Gauss rifles with 4 ER medium lasers, but maybe I need to try it a little bit more. Love the artwork. Nice artwork. Let's see, Kodiak. How do you say that? Kodiak BS? That's funny. That's pretty funny. We got it all figured out, everybody. That's what matters. So again, we'll look at the map while we have the time. Go at 12:10. All right, looks like they are about to start. We got the big old satellite dish, and this is what I was talking about. So from this team's side, they actually do have a pretty good spot for going up this ramp. Looks like the game has initiated at 12:05, being called by both the teams to Manda Pachal. So Team 2, Aces Wad, has an easy ramp to get up here, while Team 1 does not afford that ramp, so they can't take advantage of it. However, it does seem like the Storm Lost Legion is using their quick mechs and actually securing their Theta flag instantly. Now remember, basement is still a thing. It's directly towards the bottom. Here we go, Texan Scrub Lord taking it easily. We do see a load of equipment coming out of these other teams. We see another double cap coming in, just going for the Gamma Kappa flag right here. We do see a lot of the wall sniping actually coming in for Storm Lost Legion. They're actually using the Highlander, the Mad Cat, and the Stalker, getting to the high ground with those ER larges, those PPCs. They definitely do the work. But again, we did see a similar build coming out of Aces Wild. So we do see the Marauder, the Mad Cat. And it looks like the Javelin is moving up top. We do have the Warhammer. So we are going to see another ranged fight potentially come out. Both flags have been capped. It does look like the wolf pack that is being brought by Storm's Lost Legion is instead going indeed for their Epsilon flag as opposed to defending the Theta. And looks like almost if they're reading their minds or their comms. Aces Wad scouting out trying to see if maybe they want to make a go for it. It looks like they are being kind of hesitant because they don't want to run into the entire team. Both these teams, because of all the cover, doesn't quite know what's happening. We do see a strike come out. Will it actually strike these mechs, going down to 99%? Royal Star actually taking the brunt of that airstrike, but we do finally see the trading coming out. Looks like the Stalker, Mad Cat, and Highlander coming from Storm's Lost Legion is trading into the Annihilator and Warhammer coming from Aces Wild. We do see a little bit of the brawl fight. Again, no one's gone for the three flag from Aces Wild. Instead, we see a 3-cap lead coming out of Storm Lost Legion. Well, the Wolfpack has begun. The Quick Mechs have made it in. Aces Wild trying to actually see if they can get people in, but ooh, we already see some fire coming out. This is going to take Aces Wild to actually use their range mechs in order to stop these guys from being able to assist so heavily. Because right now, this is just a kill box for Storm Lost Legion. All they really need to do is they have 6 mechs at least, 4 mechs at least, but 6 maybe, fighting these 3 mechs as the Locust, again, is taking a lot of damage, finally losing its leg from that fight. It is pretty much dead. Like Texas Stublord, actually, Scrublord is able to get Ghost Seeker out of the fight, followed quickly by Kodiabs. Unfortunately, Belleron, the Fire Sword, is having to get out of it. These mechs are going to be quick. They might be able to sustain this. We do see a load movement coming on the Vulcan, 4A, 4F, 5441, going for the Theta flag, releasing. That's what they're going to have to go for. Now, for the trade game, 85% by the Stalker, 86% by the Highlander, 92% by the Death Strike. Nothing cored out yet. Now let's check in. Warmonger, unfortunately, Warmonger is going down to 71%, losing their left arm. They don't need it because the weapons are mounted on the left torso, but that left torso is red as well. Annihilator trying to put that damage. You see Texan Scrublord is able to grab the last of the Wolfpack from Aces Wild, so we're almost the last of the Aces Wild pack, as we still have a Vulcan that is able to secure caps for Aces Wild. They do have they actually gave up their second, the Theta cap. Maybe fearing that the enemy team was coming in, they didn't want to go for the 3rd cap. We'll have to see if it actually is going to go down. Magic Pain Glove, thank you for the raid. Hopefully, could someone give them some support. Thank you very much for watching and bringing people into it. We're on the 4th match of this great fight between Aces Wild and Storm Lost Legion. Aces Wild is currently not doing so well on the mech front. A lot of their mechs finally getting beaten down because due to trades, or more importantly, due to the Wolfpack of Storm Lost Legion. Storm Lost Legion is moving back in. They were able to flip the Theta flag coming from Aces Wild, but it looks like Aces Wild. Thank you for the sub, Free Snows. I appreciate it very much. I do my best to keep y'all entertained, and I appreciate the support. So yeah, we do see the Theta flag being somewhat capped over. So again, Storm Lost Legion is doing a great job making sure that they stay in lead cap-wise so they don't lose it due to that. And with them being cap lead and mech win lead, and I think even the trade fight, so the Burninator being one of the freshest mechs besides like the besides like the Vulcan being 95%, but one of the wall traders. Again, 60% by Royal Star. Konglord taking a little damage, not opened up completely. Royal Star, it's got a lot of good movement, a lot of good range on that Stalker, but it's the high peaking that you really got to minimize the damage on. But at the same time, it's, someone's got to take this fight. Like, for them to be doing so much damage against these teams, it's kind of important. Unfortunately, 4A, 4F, 5441, I almost have that memorized, is actually doing a great job staying alive against a 1v4, about to be a 1v5 situation. Vulcan's legs getting stripped. It does seem like Storm Lost Legion did indeed do their research and knows that legs are where you gotta hit them. The Warhammer is in close, but the Warhammer with that much damage and that much potential around him, especially being cored out, not an ideal spot. Looks like the Annihilator trying to put out some support and help as well, as it's picking at the, get a good close-up shot of that Vulcan, but unfortunately the Warhammer also goes down. Looks like it's trying to put shots into the linebacker. The linebacker being that hit-and-run laser vomit, it just needs to put a couple of good shots in the Annihilator. Wisely working in some of the torso, because if they're able to take the side torso off, that is some of the weapons from this Annihilator. That center torso has a lot to damage and a lot to destroy, so right and left torsos, besides legs, are always the most ideal when it comes to Annihilator. There goes the torso, therefore goes 2 large lasers as the legs are being focused off. And even though we might see some good kills, some last-minute kills, strike coming out against not Bob, I feel like this is slowly but surely going to go towards Storm Lost Legion, as he might be able to claim this win. Not Bob taking into the fights as well. We already kind of know what's going to happen in the Annihilator, so I'm going to check what's happening over here. Assassin doing what he can with the Jenner. Not Bob, though. Either because of traits early on or just because of the amount of damage and output, finally is getting beaten down to 29%. And with that, I didn't know if they could go lower. They were doing a great job sharing that. The Violator was indeed taken out, so it's going to come down to Zul the Burninator. Was the freshest, now being focused makes it less fresh. And these light mechs still securing the cap while putting out the fire, dropping to 49%. And there it goes. Great positioning and great staying flexible coming out of Storm Lost Legion. They didn't allow their mechs to get separated. They purposely were staying wolf-packed and ready to go, and kind of biting into the idea that they were always doing something. There was never a moment where they weren't actively looking for anything to come out of that. Let's take a notice real quick. So we do have coming out of Stormlost Legion, great damage. Again, Sea-Wiz, Madcat, Magro on the Firestarter, and the Highlander coming from Kong Lord. Whew, boy. But not to be disappointed, looks like Zol the Burnator for 501 damage for Ace's Wild, followed quickly by 411 damage with the Annihilator. Good damage all around, just not enough to carry it through. Those traders, those mechs, doing a lot of good work with those ER large lasers. Great play for the Stalker to be brought into play, because again, that range can outdistance a lot of mechs out there, being challenged by Light Goss and maybe another ER large laser is one of the only effective ways. But again, with the damage output of firing a Gauss shot or firing ER large lasers, you would wonder if the Gauss shots would win that trade. But looks like we had a fantastic fight with that one. So let's swap the teams, get ready for this next match, and let's get into the final one for the scrimp tonight against Ace's Wild versus Stormlost Legion. Thanks again, everybody. Thank you again for the rates. Thank you for the follows and subs. Y'all are amazing, and I hope you're enjoying what we're seeing. So we can get an idea. So this is the new map as well, kind of like we just saw the new map of HBG. So
at last, a hero
here we go.
approaches.
All right, still label that, so you guys can't easily find me. Haha. Anyways, so we have both these teams have a lot of great positions already right off the bat. Considering what we've seen from both teams from the range gambit, I'm betting we're going to see something come out of these areas. Juliet to K8, or maybe Juliet 9 to F9. Those positions can be really great if utilized well with range. Obviously, a lot of the simple stuff is probably just to secure the Sigma, maybe Gamma, maybe make a push to Theta, maybe see someone go for Kappa. Technically, in my opinion, the J8 positioning is fantastic for a Warhammer of Light Gauss, or any mech that actually could bring out the range. And like I said, since we've seen both teams do it, I bet we're going to see that Juliet 8 spot taken out, or being used. Coming from the blue team, again, we might see some of the stuff. They have an easier way to get to Kappa and take that Juliet hill if they want to, or they might push for Theta, or they might go for a random gain it for Gamma. Now, the same thing we saw in Tourmaline Desert is going to apply here. This is a big map. Now, because of how big that map is, you might see a lot more mechs being focused on capping and going for that one. We've seen Stormlost Legion is able to do a little bit of both. They're able to kind of work on the cap game while still maintaining a nice positioning of their more ranged out mechs or their brawly focused mechs. Ace's Wild has seemed to show that they are great at being in the brawl, and their trades are somewhat winning it. They were wall packs were actually what was helping them the most in those kind of setups. Question is, will they fall through the same? Maybe they have adapted to the Portal Highlands. Now, normally, for everybody who's listening, this is for the championship of 2021, right? So with the championship of 2021, that means it's going to be maps voted in and out. Maps will get banned, meaning 2 maps out of these 5 that we saw tonight will get banned out of here. So there's not a lot of practice for each of these maps for all these teams. Some of them have to... Let's get it on! And I know I talk really fast. I'm trying to get better about slowing it down so you guys can, hear everything I'm saying. I am just hyped and ready for this to happen. Both these teams are fantastic. I've played against both of them, with them, and against them, and they know how to bring a good fight. So I don't count anybody out yet. I think Ace's Wild still can easily take this match, at least this drop. Now, again, you got to imagine, though, what I talked about earlier, that mental check. Stormlost Legion has won 3 drops against Ace's Wild. They had to be feeling pretty good. Ace's Wild has only won 1. Now, given it was a great brawl fight for it, and they've had a couple of close matches. The question is, will they be able to actually be all excited for this one? I mean, if I was going to be any team that's going to lose a bunch of matches and then bounce back, it is Ace's Wild. They have, like, the mental fortitude, in my opinion. Or the amount of, rambunctious attitude. Like, if you've ever been in their RP comms, stuff like that, it's hilarious. So, Stormlost Legion, don't sleep this one out. You still got to keep it going. I hope y'all are ready for it as well. All right, we have the teams coming in. Looks like we're going to be serving Ace's Wild first. We have Ghost Seeker and the Wolfhound, 4A, 4F, 5441 in the Firestarter, Belerion in the Warhammer 6R, Zul the Burnator in the Madcat 1, Not Bob in the Madcat 2CB. Wait a minute. Or is that the Marauder again? It's the Marauder. I always confuse that one up. So yeah, the Marauder is coming back out. We got the Hellbringer. We got the Warhammer. We got a lot of, looks like probably going to be a range drop coming out of the Ace's Wild. 4 ER large lasers, the Gauss rifles coming. 4 ER large lasers coming from the Madcat. Warhammer running the 2 ER PPCs and 2 Light Gauss Vapor. You're running the 3 ER PPCs. And we're probably going to see another similar build coming out of Ghost Star with the medium pulses. Yep, sure indeed. 6 medium pulses. Vulcan running 5 medium pulses. And the Firestarter running the 8 small pulse lasers. Now, they're going for the caps, going for Epsilon or Gimme. Looks like Stormlost Legion is going for their Gimme flag, being Sigma. Now, looking at Stormlost Legion, we do have a little bit of different mechs coming out. We got the Vulcan 5T, very typical, probably running the typical build as well. Fighting impulses. Why fix what ain't broke,
We have gained Epsilon.
What isn't broke? We'll go with that analogy. Stormcrow coming out, another little laser bomb, kind of like the linebacker we saw earlier. 5 ER means 2 heavy large lasers. We do see the Firestarter probably in the 8 small pulses. We do see the Jenner once again coming out the probably the ER mediums, and sure enough, land ER mediums. Now, we do see a Grasshopper, 5 ER large lasers coming out in that one. We do... we have another hold and not hold coming out from Ace's Wild, as unfortunately, they have another something has gone down. Either a game has crashed or something has happened. We're going to have to wait to give it a moment, everybody. So thank you for sound by. We'll cover the build still, because I don't think it's going to matter too much. We got a 5-minute delay. We should be good before then. All right. No holding in comp queue. I mean, it could happen. Just not likely. Anyways, Warhammer 2C, 4 ER PPCs. We got 6 AR large lasers coming from Royal Star. Mac had Death Strike, 4 ER large lasers, Gauss Rifle. Great honor coming out of TSLL. Great sportsmanship for both teams. You win +2 internet points. What, this is weird? You guys would be fine. All right, there we go. I just want to splash it up. I want to get them, like, feeling good about it. You know, you put a little effort in. It's not just you guys who are somewhat being entertained by this, but that's also me trying to engage them. But, like, I love these pilots. I love the people who put in the time to actually take away to kind of get some fights and, you know, get the scraps going, get the scrims going on. It's not like we're missing too much. Both got a cap. Both have, you know, okay position. No one stopped moving. Anyways, we can go over to Polar Island. So this is some of the maps I was talking about. So this is a great position, right? Like, you have these, like, side areas of great positions. But this one right here, fantastic. Amazing. You put a mech up there and you're in a solid spot. And once you have that position, as you can kind of see, you have easy line of sight into a good part of the Theta cap. You have easy line of sight into at least looking over at the Give Me Sigma cap. And the right side, you also have the Epsilon cap. Looks like both teams are trying to figure out when they're gonna, like, start and get ready. Apparently it has launched. That was very interesting. But Bob has called it. That was the person who called the hold. So we do see the game re-engaged. So like I said, going over these mechs, we do see another range drop coming out of it. We were looking at the Night Gear last scene, 6 ER large lasers, 4 ER PPCs coming out there. Death Strike again with the Gauss represent ER large lasers. So let's see what positions we take. We do see a Vulcan grabbing their Gamma flag. We do see the Theta and Sigma. So we have a 3-cap lead already off the bat. We do see the Vulcan coming from Legend of Gelda, looking at the Magral, getting a little bit of damage on that leg. Going to secure Theta back. Looks like the Jenner is also looking to see if we get a peek. Now, if Legend of Gelda pulls too far to the left or right, he will probably get shot on, but looks like they bailed off. Wolfhound trying to sneak on by, actually getting some shots coming out from Stormcrow, Conlord, doing a little bit of damage. We do see a pretty heavy push. And this is, again, the range drop, going for that hill I talked about. So I wonder if that's their plan. They're going to take that hill, have line of sight on Theta. Sorry for the quick camera movement. Both UAVs are up, so they do know the team members are here. But that position is going to allow them to actually see pretty full line of sight. Now, the question is, will Storm Lost Legion actually notice that? We have smoke coming down. Don't think it's been seen. We see an airstrike going in, hit the Warhammer 2C. Still doing okay. We do see our first component getting destroyed coming from Scrub Lord. Looks like they did indeed lose their right torso, in fact. 3R mediums left alone. Again, Aces, while it's still getting positioned, this is the only thing that makes it tough for this team. Is if they can get there, great. If they can't, how much time has been bought? Or how much time has been bought by the Wolfpack, the rest of the people who are in the forefront of the fights. Looks like they are going to go for the Give Me flag. Hopefully trying to draw attention towards them by getting the cap second. Interesting strat going out. We do see Sea-Wiz in the Death Strike. Now again, we do see some shots coming out. Looks like Freya was indeed able to acknowledge the push over there. I mean, Sea-Wiz is actually aware of it as well. Now they're still moving through. Looks like the position is still going out. You see a cap coming in from Kodiaks as well. Michael Hessick, thank you very much. It's absolutely Dan Mech. It's worth the words 100%. Thank you all for trying to get people involved in the community. Because that's what the point of these scrims, me casting, any of us playing together, is to get more people playing. Because that's all we want. Like, it's any kind of game. Dungeons & Dragons, Mechwarrior Online, Classic, BattleTech, all those. We just want people to play with. Conlord moving a big old push, trying to see if they can get a little more information. Now realizing a little bit of a better idea of how much firepower is actually here. Looks like almost the whole Legion of Stormlost Legion is making a push, and oh my goodness, look at that shot! And still the Burner was able to get the Texas Scrub Load. I think that might have been, a, maybe it just took out the other XL engine or the light engine on that mech. Maybe they got a headshot of it, I don't know, but man, what a great shot. That was a big move for them. As we do see a little bit of push, the Vulcan fight team not realizing how close the enemy is, but able to brawl a little bit better. Will they be able to get away from this fight? Looks like they were able to take some shots. There is a little bit of focus fire going on the Vulcan, which is allowing the Stormcrow and Firestar to get a little bit in. The Grasshopper is able to get in. This looked like Zool and not Bob with the Marauder and the Mech are shorting shots instead into Brits or the Grasshopper. Michael Terry is able to get a little bit further out of it. Teneri, excuse me. The component coming up, Kodiak's 4A, 4F is able to get 3 Royal Star, which actually is a back shot, as we see the Night Gear going down from the 3 Wolfpack coming in. Zola Bernardo is able to take out Michael from the fight. The Warhammer is now having to deal with 2 heavy assault mechs in the back, but unfortunately he's not going to get any support from the Wolfpack or from their teammates because the Seawiz has lost a leg already. It's being worked on by the Wolfpack as well. The Warhammer is fixing to go down. Looks like a 2 mechs going down. It is a 8v3 situation. Another mech finally getting ripped apart. The Grasshopper being one of the last mechs alive. It is set up for a long-range fight, but is not ready for this close-quarter combat. Kodiak's from the Vapor Eagle finally getting taken down as well. It's left to Conlord in the Stormcrow, but there they go as I curse them by saying their name. McGraw, please don't be another one to follow this curse. They escape. Get away from this fight. You're all that is hope for this win to happen. Oh, McGraw has no fear and has no shame as they dive straight in. Artillery strikes, signaling the end of this scrim, signaling the end of this battle. As Aces Watt is able to take it, bringing in this match score to 3. Storm Lost Legion, winning 3 matches against Aces Watt to Aces Watt's 2. Let's look at the damage numbers. So, Azilda Burnator bringing in 532 damage to the Gauss and Lasers, doing some great work. We do see 384 damage coming at McGraw, though, coming from the enemy team. Firestarter putting it with the Camp Stormcrow, not to be followed too farly behind with 376. No one really came close to that. Zilla Burnator putting out the Damaji. Great. I don't know, I keep saying I can't help it. It is that tasty. All right, we're out of the match. That was it. We'll see if we can do a little bit of a mini interview. Just trying to get a touch, get a taste.